In what honestly can only be described as a crazy turn of events, the Conjuring House saga may not be over. Yesterday, we got the news that the Conjuring House won't be going to auction. Now, that is still the case from what I gather, but we've just had a huge new update because we didn't know who bought the house or bought the debt for the house, but we may know some other things potentially based off of Jason Hawes' latest Facebook post, because he's basically stated that it's not over yet. What the hell? So, over on Facebook, Jason 36 minutes ago posted, with recent developments and information that's just come to light, we are resuming our fundraising efforts with more urgency than ever. Very ambiguous, very unclear as to what is actually going on. And this is huge, right? So over on Facebook, obviously, the second that it was found out that these guys won't be, the house is not going to be going up for sale anymore, the fundraiser was taken down, right? And it was going to go back and the donations were going to be refunded from what I could gather. And that was where it was left off. And everyone was like, right, that saga is over. It's all finished. But today, it's back live. It's back live. It's back at $68,000, 677. And people are still donating right now, as you can see. People are obviously very confused, especially down in the comment section. People are like, what information are you talking about? I can only assume that Jason won't talk about it. But if there's one thing that I know about Jason, now I don't know him personally. Well, I do know him personally, but I've never met him physically face to face. But from what I know about him personally, is I know for a fact that he wouldn't do something like this unless he knew something. He knows something, which is why I believe that the fact that he's going for the urgency, like he stated in this post here, talking about resuming the efforts with more urgency than ever. This tells me that he knows something big. He wouldn't continue the fundraiser if there wasn't a chance in hell that he would be that something was going on. He knows something. And that's just based off of my knowledge of him as well. He's put still in the fight, hashtag still a chance, which again tells us everything that we really need to know, which is clearly something has happened. Now, as of right now, that doesn't mean that the yesterday's information is null and void. No, not at all. What that means is yesterday's information is now more relevant than ever. So we don't know who bought at least the debt to kind of take it off of auction. Based off of the information that Jason had and he mentioned in his live stream yesterday, which is still very vague, we don't really know all of the details, ins and outs. He kind of talks about it and what he roughly is aware of. So let's go over that very, very quickly. So he has stated that there's obviously the auction cancellation. So the planned auction for the Conjuring House scheduled for Halloween has been cancelled. The auctioneer announced that someone has purchased the banknote or satisfied the back payments, halting the foreclosure process. Not necessarily meaning that they are the property owners as of this right now. So that's probably why something's happened today, literally just within the past hour or so, and Jason's jumped on this as quickly as he can. Now, obviously, yesterday, he did mention that the GoFundMe campaign was paused, but obviously with almost $70,000 raised, but now that has gone back on. There's the speculation on the buyer, so obviously it's completely uncertain who has purchased the paid off the debt and purchased the debt, but there's obviously a lot of people who are in the running right now. Bagans is one of them, and so is Matt and Elton were thrown out there, but they've already stated that they haven't got anything to do with this. There's concerns about obviously the ethics as well. So there are concerns in the ethics of the transaction, particularly regarding Jacqueline Nunez's mental state and whether she's capable of making informed decisions. Questions are raised about whether someone took advantage of her situation potentially. There's also the community efforts. So obviously the paranormal community railed significantly, raising a substantial amount of funds very quickly to persevere the Conjuring House and it as an accessible historic site. And the effort was inspired by a plea from Andrea Perrin, of course. There's also the transparency and refunds. As of yesterday, there was approximately 1,800 contributors, which Jason said he would fully refund without any questions asked. There's speculation on the motives that they had, of course. There's historical significance and, talking about it, future plans for it, public interest, legal, financial details. Now, there's a lot that went on, but the important key information to take away right now is... Well, first of all, there's still the ambiguity around who has done this. We have no idea. Someone has paid up some money, which has meant that it is taken off the foreclosure auction. So that means that on October 31st, there will no longer be, and as far as my knowledge is aware, there will still no longer be an auction. But what that does mean is that someone possibly could, like, there's a possibility that someone might still be able to sweep in. I don't know. I really wish I knew. I'm just going off of what, like, speculation is telling me. But the fact that Jason's jumped in on this with this, again, this dollar amount, you know, and he's saying we with urgency, let's get this rolling again, and the fact that it's been put back up, this is really significant, to say the very least. I'm highly intrigued to see what's gonna happen moving forward. I hope that we get a bit more clarity and details from someone. It doesn't just have to be Jason, but as you can see down in the comments, this is also fast. Who has the banknote? Do you know who's paid off the banknote? I'm confused. I thought someone had purchased the house and the auction was cancelled. Everyone's kind of talking the same, and it's like, what the hell is going on? We literally have no idea. Jason's ambiguity is adding to that speculation. We just want to know, and I want to know, and everyone wants to know, and oh, this just got so exciting so fast, didn't it? Got so exciting so fast. I'm going to leave a link to the GoFundMe, obviously, down in the pinned comment and down in the description. If you are able to go and support it, obviously go and do so. It means, you know, people will be able to support Jason with being able to get to that goal quickly, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, how exciting is this? This is literally an emotional roller coaster. Yesterday, literally no more than 24 hours ago, I was sat in this very chair saying, breaking news, the Conjuring house is sold and job done. And everyone thought that was the case. Jason was sat on a live stream saying the very same thing. And then 24 hours later, here we are saying, actually, it seems like there might still be a chance. I'm excited to see how the next 24, 48, 72 hours progresses, because you know for a fact that this shit's going to go crazy. This is going sideways. Any ideas, anyone? Literally throw out your suggestions. I'm intrigued to hear what you've got to say down in the comments below. Yeah, let's see if we can bump up these numbers a little bit, and let's see if we're able to help Jason reach that goal. Get the ball rolling on this GoFundMe again. Share out the link if you can to people. I think it's going to be very intriguing to see how things progress over the next few days at the very least. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I will speak to you later. Peace.